Welcome to the Twin Flames Universe channel. My name is Christine and I'm a proud student of Life Purpose class and Twin Flame Ascension School with Seven Shalia. And in today's video, we'll be talking about how you can always receive accurate guidance when it comes to your Twin Flame journey. And no, this is not a card reading tutorial or how to use a pendulum or any of those things. Yeah, these things can be great when it comes to, connecting with your intuition and connecting with the divine. I have some cards over here as well. Like, I love card readings, who doesn't? But yeah, what I want to talk about today is something deeper. And it's about the inner guidance that you can connect to any time of the day, any place you can be, whether you have those tools with you or not. So yeah, it's very important because oracle cards, tarot cards, pendulums, whatever else it might be, astrology, numerology, they're all very, great things to connect with your intuition. But they're just tools. They're not your intuition. They're not the source of your guidance, is what I'm trying to say. So now that we've established that, let's get some misconceptions out of the way. So everybody has an intuition. Everybody can use their intuition. And it's a muscle. So, well, not an actual muscle, but you know what I'm saying. So the more you train your intuition, the more you rely on it, the more you use it, then the better and more accurate it will become over time. And you might think, oh, what if it's a waste of time? But it's actually not, because on your twin flame journey, you are designed to know what's going on, right? Even if you might not know exactly what's going on the outside, but your heart is designed to know. So your heart is designed to, for example, recognize your true twin flame. Your heart is designed to recognize what feels good to your soul design and what doesn't. Your heart can really tell whether, oh, this relationship is serving me and this relationship is not. So as you can see, it's very, very important for not only your twin flame journey, but generally for life, your circumstances and about what kind of people you have in your life, about what kind of career you want to follow. It's it's very, very important. So you can train your intuition in many different ways. Like, some people like to do it through the tools that I mentioned, but we're going deeper in this video. And I have 4 tips to share about how you can get more accurate guidance and, quicker guidance. And yeah, so the first tip that I have is very important, is to do your inner work consistently. And what happens when you do your inner work consistently is that your consciousness is like this beautiful garden, but we've all allowed the ego into our consciousness at some point or another. It's okay. You don't need to judge it. We've all done it. It is what it is. And, this ego is like the trash littering all over the place. And it's not nice. It stinks. Nobody likes the ego. So yeah, what you're doing by doing your inner work is you're removing this trash from the beautiful garden, and you're tending to this garden, and you're making it flourish once more. Well, it's already flourishing, but you can't really see it if there's so much trash there, right? So what you're doing is you're removing the trash that pretty much was never belonged there to begin with. So it's not harmful in any way. It's actually it feels very good to remove the ego, and you really don't need it when it comes to this journey, because at the core, this journey is all about connecting with yourself fully and, being one with God, having perfect union with God. And this happens through your twin flame, because your twin flame shows you where you have blocks in your consciousness to this. But what I'm getting at is that your twin flame is not the end destination. The end destination is always God and more God in your life. So yeah, doing your inner work is very important, because this is how you learn to distinguish between is this the voice of peace that is telling me to do this, or is this ego? And you can't do anything from a place of ego on this journey, because it's a very divine journey. It's all about love. And as I said, at the core, it's all about God. So you can't really reach God with something that isn't real, which is the ego. You can only reach God with love. And yeah, reach God. It's like you can't remove the illusion of God not being there, because God is always there. You don't reach God exactly, but you can't communicate from a place of ego with God. You need to communicate from a place of love, because God didn't create the ego. It's not real. So you need to have this foundation of love. And yeah, the same is true with your twin flame. You can't really communicate from a place of ego with them. It's just going to mess everything up. And yeah, this is why it's so important to do your inner work, so that your twin flame is you at the core. You share one consciousness, so it's never about what they do. It's always about how you feel about this. And if you feel upset, then go within, do the mirror exercise. It's linked below. It's awesome. You should do it. And yeah, as you do this consistently, you just keep, loving this garden that is your consciousness, and it just keeps, as time goes, forward, you're able to get more guidance easier than before, because sometimes it might feel like you're waiting for the guidance to arrive. But imagine if you could receive your guidance on the spot, and it's accurate and it's perfect, and you can just move forward. And this is exactly what you do by doing your inner work, consistently. Whenever you have an upset in your consciousness, just bring love there, bring peace. And yeah, it's the voice of God speaks in, it doesn't have to be loud to be heard. It is always heard in peace, because it can be quiet. Whereas the voice of ego is very loud and annoying, because ego is annoying. But yeah, so yeah, the more peace you have within yourself, the more you're able to hear the voice of God. And yeah, my next tip is to digest true twin flame information instead of, I'm trying not to say the word, but you get what I'm trying to say here. So yeah, do not just litter your mind with information that doesn't serve you, that doesn't work for you. If you notice something doesn't work, just toss it in the trash, like it doesn't belong here. You don't need to listen to, because there are so many twin flame teachers out there, and yeah, everything is so contradictory. So not all of these pieces of information can be true, because they're in so contrast with each other. So it's either this piece or that piece. So it's either your twin flame is a jerk that blocked you, or it's your twin flame is, reflecting to you the part of yourself that is ignoring yourself, and you're just putting others above you. Just honoring others' needs before your own. So it's one of those two things. And one of you is going to get to your harmonious union and the other is not. So be very discerning about what works and what doesn't work on this journey. It's okay to experiment, it's okay to try different things, but always know what works and what doesn't. And just don't listen to sources that, don't work. A phrase, some of these false teachers, they might sound accurate sometimes, and it's a phrase my twin likes to say a lot to me, like even a broken clock is correct twice a day. So yeah, even like false information can have some truth in it, but it's not getting you there. And for myself personally, I would never have arrived into my twin flame union if I just listened to whatever. So it's very important to claim your true twin flame teachers and claim the teachings of Twin Flames Universe for yourself also, like join Twin Flame Ascension School, one of the e-courses, like Romance Attraction really works wonders. All of them do, but it's the one I finished most recently. So yeah, just keep what works only, instead of trying to confuse yourself with all those different things, all those different sources. It doesn't serve you. My third tip is for those of you that watch readings obsessively on YouTube. Yes, I see you, and we will have a bit of tough love here. And it's please don't watch 1,000 readings a day about when the Divine Masculine is coming home, what the Divine Feminine is up to, and half of those readings say he is my twin flame, but half don't. Help me. And yeah, your heart knows. Stop trying to look for confirmation outside of yourself. Stop trying to look for information like about what your twin is up to outside of yourself. You know in your heart what they're up to. And it's because it's what you're up to. Are you up to healing separation? Then they're doing the same. In their own way. It doesn't have to be necessarily the mirror exercise. It can be anything else, right? Everybody can have their own way of processing things. And sometimes it's one twin flame that is called to heal separation on a spiritual level by doing the inner work. And that's something very sacred, and it actually feels very good, because you're not only healing yourself, but you're only healing your twin flame as well. And it's a very big honor to be doing this. It's very profound. So yeah, don't watch 1,000 readings a day. They are just contradictory and they're just confusing you. Only you know who your true twin is. Like, nobody can tell you outside of yourself. perhaps like if you had an inkling for a while that maybe that's a false twin and you're working with an ascension coach and your coach tells you, oh, I've noticed like we've been doing the inner work and yeah, I've noticed this friend of yours is much closer to you than they were before. How do you feel about this? And like they guide you in a way that allows you to feel for yourself who your twin flame is, instead of like, oh, it's Johnny. It's always been Johnny, whatever, like that's what it's handled for you. That's it. You're stuck with Johnny. Just there's a huge difference between a person who allows you to come to your own conclusions and guide you through, healing the blocks to seeing the truth, and a person that just tells you, that this is it. One is control, the other is love. So yeah, be mindful of that. And my final tip to get accurate guidance on your twin flame journey every single time is to feel your feelings. And you make the choice not to numb out. Even if it's painful, the pain is here to tell you something. It's giving you a message. It's telling you, hey, what you've been doing here doesn't work. Can you change this? Can you bring love here instead of trying to, maybe control things? And yeah, it's very important because on this journey, you will be called to really feel your feelings. And many of us have well-meaning friends and family that they see things from the outside. They're not you. So they do not know your journey. So for example, like your friends and family might be like, oh yeah, he has a relationship with someone else, forget about him, whatever. But you feel something else in your heart. And yeah, it's because not everybody's attuned to twin flame energy. Not everybody really knows how to guide you. So yeah, be very mindful of the advice you listen to. It's the point I raised like before in point number 2. But yeah, I'm just raising it again here. Like, even though people mean well, they don't have the full picture. And it's okay to listen to your heart over external guidance. And yeah, just make sure that it feels peaceful though. It's not from a place of upset, of anger, of sadness. And yeah, this is why it's so important to feel your feelings. Does it feel peaceful to keep pursuing this person? Or does it feel like achy in some way? And if it feels achy, what feels achy? Go within. Do the mirror exercise. It's linked below. And, if you feel stuck in the same upset over and over again, claim more support. Work with one of our ascension coaches. They're great, it's been a game changer for me to work with my ascension coach once a week, like for the last few months. It's, so powerful, the healing that you receive by having another person to point out like the blind spots that you've been having and to guide you very lovingly through those upsets and those deep wounds that you never thought you would heal, but the session ends and you're like, wait, this doesn't bother me anymore, what the hell? So it's definitely a great investment to make. So yeah, this is all I have for you in this video. I really hope you enjoyed it and found it insightful. And if you want to, then feel free to subscribe to this channel, like this video. We have lots of videos coming out from our wonderful students here to guide you on your twin flame journey. So definitely click that subscribe button. I'm also a certified ascension coach with Twin Flames Universe, so if you're interested in working with me on your twin flame journey, then my links are in the description below. Book that introductory session. It's definitely going to help you move forward in a much easier way. Yeah, so enjoy your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.